Welcome in. And we've got some Dynasty League Baseball online on the channel today. And a couple of things I want to go over. I've put this video up or this game up a few times. And I get some questions too from people who have not played it. Read questions that I even couldn't answer. And so I want to answer some questions too from what I found out. And of course, there's big news too today as they have released the as played lineups version of the game. We'll get to, I'm going to test that in a second. So, first thing, I want to show you something real quick. One of the things that I love about games, or not every game does this, is the constant updates. Okay, so for instance, I noticed this the other day, the idea that they have sound. Now, I'm not sure when this happened, but one of my favorite things about the game is the sound of the game. The crowd is so accurate. It's not like a canned type of thing. When you are at home playing and a ball is hit, and it could be a base hit, it could be not, and you hear the crowd kind of groan, you know it's getting through. When you hear the crowd cheer when you track down a fly ball in the gap, okay, it's pretty cool. So the fact that the game didn't have sound at one point and now it does is pretty cool. I mean, I've always played it with sound, so pretty cool there. So the big story, of course, is they now, if you go to season replay leagues and you click on this, you now can click the box of as played pitchers and lineups. Okay, so I'm not sure how much I will use this on this game because, as you know, I played two baseball games. I used to play three. I haven't played out of the park baseball in a while, and I won't get into that right now. But I play PC replay baseball and Dynasty League Baseball, and they both scratch different itches. The PC replay baseball, I love to use my ass play lineups, and Dynasty League Baseball, I love to use my manager skills. And so I like putting in my own lineups and trying to figure out who I should start. But I know it's a big deal to a lot of people who love this game but want to play as play lineups. And not saying I won't use it, but it's a one more option to have. And so that's pretty cool. So we're going to test that in a second. But I did want to go ahead and answer some questions that were asked on my channel before. And I went and asked these questions on the Facebook page. And Mike Zelinsky, I think he said that correctly. We'll call him Mike C. I follow Ski. Um, been great about answering my questions and really great about promoting the game and so forth. So I asked him, the first thing I asked him is, I'm really looking forward to the 2025 Red Sox being released in all game formats, but in particular this format here. And so I was curious when the new season releases. Now, obviously, the season's still going on right now, so I know it's not going to release anytime soon. But I wasn't sure of their schedule. So I asked that question there, and he said, um, usually, let me see if he pull this up real quick. Early December, which is pretty good. So early December, you can expect the 2025 season to be out and ready to be replayed. I asked why there isn't a 1995 season. If you go through the seasons real quick, you'll see there's a little gap in there. You've got 93, 94, 96. You've got 93 really all the way through 2024, with the exception of 95 not being in there. And I speculated it had something to do with the strike. 94 had a strike too, but 95, people forget that started late. And he said because of the strike, but it's on the list of seasons to be released. So it is going to come eventually. They are going to do a 95 season. But the strike, I guess, caused some issues in terms of how to do those seasons. The 94 season, just for FYI, if you guys do play that season and you wonder how they calculate um, the the usage, they prorate the usage. Now, how they do the as play lineups will be interesting. I'm not sure about that. It'll be interesting to try to test out because the season does not complete. I guess you can do playoffs from that point on. Um, Not sure. Um, 1983 is coming out next. I asked when it'll be up, ready to go. They said late September. It's September 9th right now, so 83 should be out within the next few weeks. Um, what historic season is coming next? Um, they said 83, of course, is the next one coming out. And then they tend the goal of creating consecutive runs of season for Dynasty League. So they will decide the new past season release for 2026 at their annual meeting in early January. So what they basically they're trying to find seasons that are chronologically, I can't talk today, um, are consecutive. So you can kind of do some guesses here. 83 is coming out here in September. So you got 82, 83, and so you could see 84 coming next. You could see 85 coming. I mean 84, not 85, but 84 coming before 85. So 84 is a possibility. You could see 77 is an option coming out. Um, you could see 58 coming out. You could see 95 coming out. 95 probably makes the most sense because if you got 95 out, it would you would finish off that 93 through present day thing. So 84 is an option, 95 is an option, and 58 is an option for those, and 77 is an option too. So those are the ones to look for on there too. I asked any plans of doing anything before 1957, and he said 1956 is certainly a candidate. So that would make sense too. 56, if you're trying to do, you can start from going backwards. I guess 57. So 56 is a candidate. Okay, so there's some questions to answer on there. So let's go ahead and play something real quick here. And there's one thing I want to check out. Let's go. Let's do Let's do 98. I'm doing 98 project on PC Replay Baseball, but I want to see something with pitchers. So let's do this real quick and set this up. All right, so let's go my 98 Red Sox. We've got Oakland next. Okay, okay, Red Sox don't play the first day. Let's sim these games here and get those done. All right, so Red Sox at A's. And we'll go to the screen here. This is my first time checking out the new feature of the as played lineups, which is pretty cool. Okay. So, everything right there. I imagine everything's all set. So Pedro starting, pretty cool. So I can't change out Pedro. Now Wakefield starts the next day. So I'm curious to see if when you go to the bullpen, if they note that too. So Pedro starting. Here's the lineup, and that's the accurate lineup. Um, I guess you can get lineup assistance. See what happens if you do lineup assistance. So there is no lineup assistance because you're playing as played. Okay, pretty cool. No more leading off. So here we go. I'm not play the whole game online, but I do want to check out when I go to the bullpen here. So let's play a little Nomi. It's always good to have Nomar in the channel. If you can get Nomar in the channel, you can. Ground ball to shortstop. Bornagal got him. All right. Johnny Val. Yeah, hard. Oh, there we go. Extra bases for John Valentin. Gotta like to see that. Big Mo. High fly ball left field. Here's Reggie. Oh, it's now time for Pedro. So let's go ahead and get Pedro the first two guys here. Base hit. There's a crowd sound. Hopefully you can hear it. That's the crowd sound. It's off the bat. You hear the crowd kind of get excited. You know it's going through for base hit. I love that. It's like at a real game. I mean, it's just really cool. Oh, Wild at first base. Ricky causing problems. Ricky causing issues. Maganin, 355 off right-handeds. Good Lord. Ground ball to Nomar. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nomar made an error on the channel? Can I edit that? Can I scrub that? I blame Ron Juckett for that error. Okay, so anyway, I just want to check out. So if I go to the bullpen, I'm curious to see, can I warm up Wakefield? Okay, I can. All right, so he pitches tomorrow. So the only thing is, and maybe they can change this too, and I'll ask Mike about this too. What I'd like to see them do is have it where you know who's pitching next. Like in PC Replay Baseball, when you do this and you go to the bullpen, it tells you how many days before their next start. And if nothing's next to their name, then, so I mean, I'll show you real quick how PC Replay Baseball does it real quick. So let me go ahead and get out of this real quick. So I warmed up Wakefield. So this is what I'd like to see them do. So I got Wakefield warming up. Let me go and get out of this real quick. Let me pull up PC Replay Baseball real quick. Okay. So I'm playing this Tiger Rays game. So if I go into this Tigers Rays game real quick, and I take over the Tigers, and I'll make a change, okay? Over here, I know that Worrell's starting tomorrow, Sanderson starting 2 days from now, Teagle's starting 3 days from now, Tom's starting 4 days from now. Anybody here not starting, I can use out of the bullpen. So that's one thing maybe they can do and add that to us. That's my one suggestion. Again, I was curious about that because, I mean, you can do it other ways too. If you look ahead, if you do your research, you can figure it out. I mean, I know Tim Wakefield's starting the second game of the 98 season just because I'm playing the 98 season in PC Replay Baseball, so I know that. And you can look that up too. I mean, you can look that up pretty easily, but it'd be pretty cool if they kind of insert that to the game. That's my one suggestion, but pretty cool feature there. I want to check that out and show you that one right there. So that's all I want to show on that thing. Back to the game here. Let's get back to this. Put the full screen up. Let's watch Pedro finish this inning off here. Man, he's getting hit hard. I want to see Pedro get a strikeout here in 98. High fly ball to left. O'Leary's there. Filing out. One down. Here's Giambi. Double play. Double play. All right, so anyway, that's what I wanted to try out there. That's all I wanted to do today. So, but great new feature of the game. Definitely check it out. Dynasty League Baseball online. It's a monthly subscription. It's worth the money in my opinion. It's so much fun. You got more options now. Season replays. You've got private leagues. You can do historic World Series for the seasons they have. I mean, I'll check that out real quick and do that. I'll show you things you can do too. Um, if you want to go and do a series against the computer, um, like this, you can create a new series. You can, there's teams that they don't have. So, for instance, you can go ahead and find um, like the 39. They have some teams from 1927 to 39. They got the Yankees from 39. You can put them up against the 1929 Cubs and do it that way. So lots of cool things you can do. Creates 2024 World Series, so lots of cool things you can do. So check it out. Cool new feature though. I love the options. It keeps on getting better. They do a great job over there. One suggestion is to make the starting pitchers known in the future so you can manage your bullpen better. But that's it. Thanks, guys.